What is going on, boys? Swaggy here. So now, any further ado, we're gonna be checking out a new video that somebody wanted me to check out, and of course, it was the creator themselves. They commented in my video. They're like, "Hey, can you check out this little project I've been working on? I released it like a few days ago." Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, of course I'll do it." So any further ado, let's get out to it. So yeah, this is more of a. I've seen the first maybe first minute or something of it. It's a little more inappropriate. So of course, if you're not really down for stuff like that, to watch more stuff like that. It's not that inappropriate. It's not like crazy. It's just more adult jokes, more mature humor, and just in general, just like I said, more mature content. But aside from that, though, like I said, if you're okay with seeing that, this is your warning. There is gonna be some more mature content in this video, mostly from this, from this thing. It says, Breeze, a senior living in high school, does his best to overcome ordinary obstacles, while at the same time enjoying the remaining time he has left with his buddies. However, his perception of the world begins to alter as he unearths a secret in his backyard. Little does he know, the discovery he unearthed has awakened an enemy that resides among them. So, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty sick. I like that. There's the music themselves, so please, like I said, go check out all the music that they featured here. Of course, these are the voice actors themselves for this actual video itself, so please go check it out. They work really hard to support. And any further ado, and from what I've seen from the first minute of it, the animation itself here is a little interesting, but I'll get down to that later on. This is a 15-minute video, by the way, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. Like that's it. No more distracting, no more yapping. PN, the Betrayal, the Prequel, SFM. Woods, Birch Ave, Holly Street.
Let's live tonight.
That's Polly.
Like it was the last day. Like it'll never be the same again.
Hey, Birch, better than here. My bad. Sorry.
We're so alive.
Shrek. Hey, what are you doing there?
We can only wish.
Okay. A corpse in the trash.
Have a love like ours.
Some guy's eyes are twitching.
They always miss.
What my fiance song.
So let's live tonight. I'd love to see you dance and sing.
Pig Nate. What? I still don't have no idea what that means. HHS.
In time so far gone.
A women's bathroom. Damn, already, okay. I forgot about the scene. New record.
You realize this is a woman's bathroom.
Is that an AI voice?
Yo, Breeze, your hands stink.
No clue what
That's
you're talking
Haley?
about, bro.
You're beginning to smell like Nate.
Shut the fuck up, pig.
Did
Damn.
you clean up at least?
Lower your voice.
Did you hear about the new Pig movie?
Can't say I have.
New
Just
pig
admit
movie.
it, you
Okay.
fuck.
Shut it.
Attention janitors,
Okay.
the B bathroom is in need of cleaning, over.
Yo, Eddie, what do you get on the physics test?
Dude, that was
90.
loud.
You?
80 on the dot.
Okay. Please don't tell me this is an ad. If it is, I'm gonna cry. I'll be right back. Give me a second here. Okay, here we are back again. Hopefully it's gonna continue playing.
Post way
Look at
too
it.
much.
So do you, bro.
But I work and you
I missed something. Hold on.
cut it close way too much.
So do you, bro.
Okay, I actually went back to the same scene. I'll be right back. Okay, I went a few seconds up, backwards. So let's just continue.
On the physics test.
90. You?
80 on the dot.
90.
You cut it close way too much.
Cut it
So
close
do
way too
you,
much.
bro.
But I work and you don't.
Damn.
Dude, I can't wait for the next episode of Anata wa Buta Disu.
What?
Lit.
What? Only the best. OCD 256. Oh, okay.
Dear Diary. If you couldn't already tell, my life is very imperfect.
Perfect, bro says.
Tried to become a boxer. My liver exploded.
Yeah. You ain't
Tried to
been
play
about
football.
bro.
Rolled my ankle.
Down.
Tried to go on multiple dates. She was a weirdo anyway.
This dude.
Looking back on your mistakes intimidate you sometimes.
Is that a
Like
groovy
you're
sign?
forced to relive it. Might have taken a lot of L's.
Might have taken a lot of
My
L's.
eyes.
Such moderate slang.
An L is a lesson.
A lesson. It's okay. Sure, broski. Let's just say that.
I'm months away from college, so I gotta get a hold of myself. I got no
Okay.
time for this nonsense.
So wait, is he a senior in college or high school? I don't know because HHS almost made me remind me like just some like H then high school, maybe like Holly high school or like Harry high school or something like that. I don't know. But who knows? He might just be a senior in college.
What the?
No, he's in high school. So wait, how is he not drinking? Or was that some other thing? Is that the FNAF 4 box? Okay,
And he grabs the dumbbell and drops it on his knee.
Damn.
Then I have my boss asking me why he's walking like he's on his period. And turns out, it wasn't the first time the guy injured
Whoa,
himself
what
working out.
happened to the neck there?
Yeah, that's absolutely wild.
Wild is the fact that I wasn't even fired.
Damn. Probably
I
didn't get
mean,
fired.
he looks strong enough to manage stuff on his own. It's not like you're there to babysit. Oh yeah, Ty, do you want to hang out with the boys next month?
Not sure about that, man. I got a routine to follow.
Routine?
I like to be in what is called my personal space.
Suit yourself.
Personal space. Meaning this he just said no, loser, get out of my face.
The thing about balance is that there is none.
What?
When dusk settles, only one can exist. Light or dark.
What is this? Before time began, there was the cube at conversation. I hate that hair. I hate the model's hair. I'm not
Miss
gonna lie.
Goldberg said you have to stop using
This one too.
ChatGPT. Otherwise, you're going to face
That
suspension.
GBT, I forgot about that.
Bro, her class is boring. She literally just teaches the same stuff every day.
She's a very outspoken individual as well. But why risk it, Liam?
Why does this main
Like
character have
today,
like
she
paper
was all,
mache
Hitler
hair?
was one of the world's most notorious leaders. Like, we already didn't know.
Well, work harder, you pig.
This dude.
Also, how was the bathroom break today?
Ah ha 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 ha.
Actually, I was talking to Ty.
Okay.
Spit it out. I'm all ears.
Some of the track kids said something about him being a potential police suspect.
Oh.
Go on.
Okay.
This girl, Aaliyah Robertson, went missing a couple weeks ago. The police questioned him but said he knew nothing of it. However, the message showed that he was the last person that ever spoke with her.
Ding. That's not looking good for you, bro.
Sup, pigs?
Fabio, Nate, Eddie, Nick, Matt. Boy, what are you guys doing here?
The
We
good.
have it free. Also, we were wondering if you're down to hang out later.
Okay, so we're just gonna skip over the fact that bro was speaking like he was in the Transformers movie. Alright, I guess. McDonald's. Okay, bro got
Liam,
Mickey
get
D's
your
pizza.
fat ass off the table.
Damn.
Dude, it's comfy.
You pig.
Shut up.
Why is Edison taking so long with the beer?
Because he wants them all for himself.
Breaking news.
And
The dead body of a girl has been found.
Back!
Shut up. You took so gosh darn long.
damn. Okay. So we're just gonna ignore the police report.
And then the janitors
on
are
TV.
rushing to clean up
Okay.
Reese's mess.
Why in school?
No clue.
Bruh.
I guess I couldn't help it.
These sound effects.
Just like how the girls you spoke with couldn't help but leave.
Oh! Yet even after all of that, I continued to chase girls while you gave up and chose to chase men.
My chest hurts.
Bro, man, get on your phone.
defended his title
This
against
guy's
an
still
innocent
ghosting.
McDonald's worker.
Matt, can I
Bro,
check your photos?
Okay.
Man, how long have you had that iPhone? It's outdated.
That was
Since
a random
6th grade.
recording.
Mine is outdated too.
Liam, how do your parents make 8 figures and not buy you a new phone?
Damn. For real.
IDK, maybe they don't prioritize your busters.
Busters? Guys, hold on. We need a group name.
How about Chimpy?
Chimpy?
How about Pig Nation?
Were you born on a farm?
Pig Nation don't sound too bad.
That character AI voice, I'm not gonna lie. I can't.
That you realize everyone left, right?
I noticed. My dad is on the way.
Did you have a good time?
Say, what do you know about balance? Breeds.
Don't tell me the drinks got to your head.
Do you think it exists?
Well, balance, depending on the context, can mean many
Do
things.
you think the world is balanced?
Most of the time, you're gonna see things go wrong around us. Murders, corruption, and greed. But on the other hand, there are things that make you flourish, like family, friends, personal goals, and your ability to produce them. Look, man, all this is bullshit. I think you're overworked. You invest too much time on your own, and barely embrace the little moments we have left in high school. My advice, just get some rest.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the stuff he's speaking is facts, but it's presenting itself weirdly. Mainly because of like some of the clips before it. But I'm gonna side you after. I'm sure that the video can play
What's up
itself.
with this bullshit here? Long ago, during an age where kingdoms fought to conquer a world scorched in flames, the universe as we know it created 2 elemental crystals called the Twin Brothers, the light orb of Sanak and the dark orb of Sanak. These 2 orbs have the power to balance the universe's good and evil through those who chose to wield it.
Okay.
These crystals harness the power to possess and create, as the wielder desired, even destroy, as the wielder desired. However, sometime during the age of Christ, in the heat of a great battle, the light orb of Sanak was destroyed. The orbs are indestructible. Only the dark orb could have done that. Upon arrival, the user who previously used the light orb was not found. Assumed to be dead, the dark orb was recovered, but not the user who wielded it.
Okay.
We may never find who destroyed the light orb of
Suspicious that.
Sanak. Nevertheless, since the dark orb has not been used, we must not let it be used. My brave volunteer, if you find this, my time has already passed, and yours has already begun. You must find and
Is that the orb
destroy
literally
the
on his
dark
desk
orb
right there?
Sanak. Fail, and he who wields it will become the eternal servant of evil and consume those around him.
Okay.
Xavier the Fifth.
Xavier the Fifth. Okay.
Nice fan fiction, buddy.
Damn. Okay. To be fair, if I read something like that, I'd be like, bro, what is this, like, 2015 goofy-ass movie script, bro?
Fail, and he who wields it will become the eternal servant of evil and consume those around him.
Okay.
You must find and destroy the dark orb of Sanak.
Huh.
I can't believe I'm about to do this.
Bro went to some random mountain range. Like, this is literally a mountain range.jpg. Or just, random, like, Gmod mountain range. I love the scaling there. Yeah. The mountain does look really huge in comparison to the car. What? Okay.
What?
Oh.
I just have to be dreaming right now. There's no way this is real.
Bro, what is it? Some Elden Ring portal?
That's the dark orb. How am I supposed to destroy this? The light orb is destroyed, as it said in the scroll.
Yeah.
This crystal orb thing, whatever it is, it needs to be gone now.
Bro, you
it's
literally
too
read
much
about
of a threat to our universe. Then again, it's too big of a decision for me to make right now. I'm on my own.
When he first spoke of a threat, I denied it. Now I see there is really no avoiding what tomorrow can't bring.
Huh?
What? Why are you here? Who is he? You knew about this too?
Have you told anyone about this?
None, actually.
Good. The truth dies with you then.
Damn.
And no one else will know.
Over this? You've got to be joking, bro. You are not killing me right now.
Breathe. There's a bigger picture you're not seeing. I need to fulfill my duty, even if it means destroy my friends.
Damn. Bro, literally pulled out a knife.
Oh, this ends now.
Okay. Alright then.
The time has come.
Matt.
Is bro about to get sacrificed or something?
Please. Whatever you're gonna do, don't do it. Whoever you're talking to is lying to you. Please, come back. We can bury whatever happened today here.
There's no we. Can't you see? This is my destiny.
Okay, Megatron type stuff. Damn. Okay, bro literally exploded the entire temple there. Okay. So that does look to be the end. From here, it's just kind of a blank screen. Unless we get something else. No, that's pretty much it. Okay, so, without any further ado, let me go ahead and get into my general thoughts on that stuff here. So overall, this was an interesting concept. I do think the execution itself here was a little rough. You know, it was kind of rough. But I do think the actual concept itself here was really well done. But I like it. But like I said, the execution itself here was very rough. But I'll get to my thoughts later on that. But like I said, let me just give my general thoughts and opinions on that stuff here. Okay, I'm yapping. Let me get into it. So, starting off with the actor, just, background or the plot itself here, then going on to the actual voice setting itself, and then going on to the actual animation itself. Let me go ahead and get started. So, the plot itself here is a little all over the place. There are things that are going on that don't really correlate to anything else in the story, and then there's things that kind of just happen for no reason, and we don't really get any kind of explanation for these, nor do we get any kind of how do I say it? Just smooth transition to them. Yeah, that's the main struggle. I'll get to that later on. But aside from that, such as the actual plot stuff, it was really interesting. I like the concept. I like what they were talking about. But like such as the execution itself for this, for the plot itself, it was a little rough and could use a little more ironing out before they continue. With the series itself here. Maybe fresh up their skills. Maybe think about the plot itself. You're thinking about some good in between moments and how things will eventually correlate. I'll get to that later on though. But like I said, just the actual plot stuff here, really interesting, but really not executed that well. And that's for this contention. It's just the voice setting itself. To get into it. So yeah, overall, the voice setting itself here was kind of strange. there's some characters that sound like they're literally coming from like a character AI or just like some like AI generated voices. Then there's some that are pretty good. Some voice acting scenes that are pretty good. I like them. But then there's others that sound a little interesting, and I'll get to that later on. But aside from that, though, I was saying that in terms of stuff here, the voice acting stuff here has kept a good consistency. Just it hasn't, how to say it, hasn't marinated. You got they haven't really gotten into character. They haven't really, kind of become the character in a way. And I'll get to that later on and what that kind of means. Without any further ado, let me just go ahead and get to the actual animation itself here. So yeah, the animation itself here is a little rough. It's good. It looks good, but it's just a little rough and could use a little more, just like I said, ironing out, and of course maybe some refreshing models and stuff like that would have been just excellently well done. But aside from that, though, overall the animation itself here did look pretty good. I liked it so much, and it just looked really, really interesting. But of course, there's a lot of things that I do gotta mention, and there's a lot of things that I do gotta point out. But aside from that, let's go ahead and get to the actual yeah, let's get into the actual deeper dive here. Now, before we get to the deeper dive, please go check out the original video itself. They work really hard and it's support. Link down below. And of course, aside from that, though, like I said, go check them out. Anyways, she's got a burp up paper bag. Alright, sorry about that. As I was saying, yeah. So, let me get into the deeper dive here. Now, before I get into the deeper dive, please go check out the actual video stuff here, like I said. Link down below. Aside from that, though, like I usually say, if you made it to this point of the actual stuff here, you're pretty much, like 80% done. So, you might as well just hit the like button and subscribe to help the channel stuff that's just interesting and helps you out a ton. So, please consider doing that. But aside from that, though, also, like I said, like, subscribe, notification bell for next time I upload if you're interested in catching the newest videos as soon as you can. And of course, comment down below your thoughts on next stuff here, whether you liked it, you hated it, thought it was interesting, or you didn't think it was interesting at all. But aside from that, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the deep dive here. So yeah, starting off the plot itself here, I'm not gonna lie, the plot itself here is really interesting. I like the concept of these two orbs that are kind of like representing the world's evils, the world's good, and how they can kind of be controlled, and then blah blah blah. But it does have issues, and I'm not talking about the orb stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. It's just the other parts of this video. The plot itself here is kind of disorganized. I feel like if we started off with the introduction of these, of these two artifacts, and then we got into, then we transitioned into the high school life of, of this person, then it would have been a lot smoother, a lot better, and would have just been a lot more, kind of choreographed, or not choreographed. Like it would have just been a little better. But aside from that, though, as I was saying, just the actual random inclusion of things like this, and of course the random inclusion of several other things like the missing woman, the fact that like we literally only know one of the guy's friends for like 4 seconds before he ends up just being a complete traitor. Now I know this is a prequel, so that means it can be a main series at some point in the future. But I do feel like if a prequel, it should, not like explain things, but it should set up the main story in a very clear manner, and like where the story itself was going to be leading on to. And this one was a little just rough. Like I said, there's just random plot elements that are kind of all over the place. Like I said, the missing girl, the fact that one of the guy's friends with the the light or the cyan shirt started just randomly talking in riddles, or just randomly started saying something like, "Oh, before time began, there was a cube" type stuff. But yeah, aside from that, there's just random elements that are kind of thrown all over the place throughout the entire stuff here that kind of seem strange and out of place, and kind of don't mix well. If there were scenes where we got more serious moments, maybe some like scenes where a character's kind of contemplating something, kind of just thinking about something, and then we transition to scenes like this where they start voicing those thoughts out loud to other characters, and or contemplating their thoughts and and opinions with other characters, it would have been maybe a little bit smoother. But aside from that, I was saying, just the random elements of the plot stuff here kind of just, they don't mix well with what's going on in the video itself here. I'm gonna pull up a good example right here. So hold on, look at just where was it? It was like right here. Well, okay. It's like right here. During this entire party, we see
bro, man, get on
down. Defended his title against an innocent McDonald's worker. Matt, can I check your photos?
Man, how long have you had that iPhone?
We go from a random group party to
That's outdated.
Since 6th grade.
Mine is outdated too.
Liam, how do your parents make 8 figures and not buy you a new phone?
IDK, maybe they don't prioritize your busters.
Busters? Guys, hold on. We need a group name.
How about Chimpy?
And then, if they go onto a scene where they're creating a group name, all of a sudden, like, literally, like, maybe 4 to, like, 3 seconds, maybe, like, 5 seconds later, this happens.
That, you realize everyone left, right?
I noticed. My dad is on the way.
Did you have a good time?
And I feel like if we had a good scene, if, like, of the group eventually, going off, getting picked up, and kind of just going on their way, it would have made this little scene right here a little more, like, kind of just, be more appropriate, kind of be more, like, in tune with what's going on, help, like, basically just be more explained. But aside from that, though, we just, like I said, we kind of just cut from, like, the group party to this scene, and then bro's just kind of starting to speak about some nonsensical stuff. And then we don't really even see or hear anything about it until, like, literally maybe, like, 10 seconds later, which also kind of throws me off. Like, I wish, we got, like, another day where he contemplates opening the box and stuff like that. And then when he finally does open the box, he finds out all this stuff, and then, blah, 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 blah. Then we get to the scene at the mountains. Sorry for that dramatic pause. As I was saying, but like I was saying, just the plot itself here, randomly thrown together, it just seems like a lot of different things are happening for sometimes no reason at all. And of course, it's just some things that I don't know if they're gonna contribute later and be major plot twists or stuff like that. But there's just some things that kind of just happen and just aren't explained until like literally never. I was trying to think of a time where we got some explanation for the stuff that's going on, but we really don't get anything here. I still don't know why bro was speaking in riddles, even like to the end of this. If maybe like because he's like, oh, he wants to be the object of the dark orb or stuff like that. And then we just have a missing person report that we don't see anything about or get an update about until literally like the group party was like, oh, a dead person found in a trash can in a parking lot. What? Okay. But aside from that, though, and for let's just go ahead and get to the actual voice and stuff here. I've just been, clowning on the plot a bit too much. I'm sorry, by the way. I like I said, I do like the concept. I like the concept of these, two, kind of just metaphysical forces, good, bad, going, to clash at each other in a more physical sense. But it's just, like I said, it's just other plot elements of this story that kind of just throw the entire plot itself here into sort of a conglomerate of chaos, or not chaos, but like sort of, how do I say, what's the word for it? Randomness. Yes, of randomness. And it's interesting. But aside from that, for voice acting itself here, I'm gonna distract and get into it. So yeah, the voice acting itself here is honestly really, it's alright. It's alright for a few, probably very newcomer, a lot of newcomers to voice acting, and you can really kind of tell from the voice itself here. Not only is the audio equipment a little rough. Speaking from experience, I know what it's like to have very rough or like boom mics and stuff like that from like headphones like these and stuff like that, and using that kind of voice actor, like kind of just talk to people. Yeah, it's not the best. Like honestly, nobody can really afford the top quality equipment that are used in movies. It's just a fact. Overall, like I said, I'm not really saying anything about that. But what the main important part here is the amount of emotion and of course the amount of personality that these voices give their characters, which sometimes is a little more bland. There's a lot of scenes here that are very emotionless, very just like kind of like somebody's kind of reading off of a script and stuff like that. And actors oftentimes on screen either don't have either memorize the lines themselves, or of course just kind of have somebody helping them out. And of course I understand if these are all really new voice actors and just like literally like they started for this video. But a second that I wish they put a little more character. I wish they put more personality into these characters' voices and stuff like that. Even if some of them only appear on screen for maybe like 4 to 5 seconds. Speaking of which, look at the actual animation stuff here. So like I said, I love the actual voice acting stuff here. It's really interesting, but I wish there's more personality, more character into these voices and stuff like that. Something to differentiate them a little bit, because all of these characters almost sound the same from the lack of emotion and the sort of just unfeeling, the coldness of these voices. It's rather strange. But aside from that, though, and for let's go ahead and get into the actual just animation stuff here. So yeah, the animation itself here, interesting. The models themselves here are honestly, I'm not gonna lie, some of these are really, really bad looking. Like, bro, why does bro have paper shredder hair? I hate it. I hate it here. But aside from that, though, then we get like, what was it? Where's the scene? Where's the scene? Like paper mache, paper mache head, paper mache hair having that. Oh, oh my gosh. But aside from that though, I think that I don't know if this is the worst one or the best one. I don't know. This hair is just interesting. But aside from that though, the models themselves are also really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of bad ones. Then all of a sudden there's a random inclusion of Shrek in the beginning here. I don't know if that's some sort of deeper plot or something like that, or just kind of just thrown in there, just to be noticed by people. But aside from that, without any further ado, as I was saying, interesting so far. The animation itself here does look pretty good. There's a lot of good scenes here, but overall, like I said, in terms of like fighting choreography and in general fighting animation, it's a little lacking in there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think. I don't know if they have enough experience in in choreographing fights in animation, because honestly, a lot of this did look a little, how to say, a little slow and a little just kind of
This crystal orb thing,
weird.
whatever it is, it needs to be gone now.
Like, I think the fight itself starts like right here. Like, that was good. That was good as well. But you think someone with that, with a little knife like that would go for more, stabs, would go for more, not slices, because slices don't really work for small knives like that. I feel like if you had a sword or something a little bit longer with more range, then slashes are more warranted. But of course, slashes with that little knife are still gonna hurt, still gonna throw it for enemy. So overall, like I said, I understand throwing that, and I understand doing that. Then of course the running itself there was a little weird. This weird teleporting itself here was kind of just
this ends
implemented in there, and then we just see this happen. We just see Bro go on the ground, knock dude's leg off, and then just he's instantly up. Like, if we got a little scene of him, getting up, maybe even, trying, maybe like just kind of like literally just probably kicking him back to the ground, and then this scene happened, I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, that kind of happened. But bro literally went from like laying flat on his ass to like kicking dude's legs, and then just like just doing the I'm you pose. Okay, like it's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's interesting and I like it, but it's a little. There's a lot of missing in between frames. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of missing in between frames. There's a lot of missing, segments that could help the animation and could, help out certain scenes a lot more if they added just a little bit more. But of course, animation takes a while to, do, and of course, voicing itself here, like I said, voice acting itself here is difficult. It's really hard. I don't know. It's just really, really difficult. But aside from that, without any further ado, that basically does, summarize all my thoughts and opinions on the action stuff here. So overall, like I said, go check it out. Link down below. End card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to get to that original video, so please go check it out. Aside from that though, I have the end card right here for another one of my videos if you're interested in catching that. And aside from that, like you just say, hit the like button, subscribe, it helps so much to the channel stuff, and it's just in helps me out a ton. So please consider doing that. And of course, like I said, like, subscribe, but also hit the notification bell next time I upload. And of course, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on that stuff. If you liked it, you hated it, that is interesting, or you didn't like it at all. But like I said, at least let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'll be sure to reply as many as I can. But aside from that, I was saying, I like the concept. I like how this, is kind of developing, and I hope they take more time in making these episodes and just don't try to, rush them, because, rushing something and or doing something with like or just like not planning something out is not great. Just like I said, famous taco. Like I said, just focus on the plot itself here. How certain scenes are gonna lead up to other certain scenes, because you're missing a lot of in between frames. You're missing a lot of in between moments in the plot itself here, and things are kind of just randomly jumping from from one thing to another to another to another. But I like a little more of a smoother transition into these things. Maybe take a little bit slower. Iron out the the plot itself here into what you want it to be, and of course, take your time. Like Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome was not built in a single month. It was taking like almost centuries or just decades for the entirety of Rome to literally just it's not just like I said. Like I said, take your time and make sure you iron out all the details and the actual just plot itself here and animation and voice acting itself here. But aside from that, and for today, basically that end off the actual stuff here. Like I said, go ahead, take care of yourself, stay safe, and of course I'll be seeing you boys later on. So I said, take care, and I hope to see you back soon. All right, see you for now.